What's up, heroes? Real quick before I get into this video, I want to say that I started a second YouTube channel called Herowarscentral Clips. There's going to be a link to it in the description box down below. All of my live stream clips are going to be hosted on that YouTube channel instead of my main YouTube channel, as it seems like I am just cluttering up my main YouTube channel with all of these small snips from the live stream. So if you're interested in catching my live stream in full, go ahead and do that. If you can't, but you just want to hit the important points, the important debates and arguments that we have during the live stream, check out the Hero Wars Central Clips YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Elmir and team ideas for Elmir. And if this is your first time in joining me, I like to do Hero Wars content for new players, both the Facebook version and mobile. So if that sounds like you, please consider subscribing. Maybe hit that like button so that my videos will show up in front of other new players just like yourself. So let's talk a little bit about Elmir in context. First of all, Elmir on Facebook is completely different than Elmir on mobile. And because of this, I'm not planning on doing a traditional Team Fight Tuesday video with Elmir. The big differences are Elmir has a dodge skin on Facebook, and on mobile, he has an armor penetration skin. This will make them effectively different heroes just by that. But additionally, Facebook has recently had a change to its dodge mechanic in that for whatever percentage damage you dodge, you gain that much energy. So why is this important? Well, I think that a lot of players like to think of Elmir as a potential dodge tank, and in some regards, against some teams, that's okay. If you're going up against a team like the Twins that don't do a lot of damage to the front, they do a lot of damage to your entire team, then that might be okay. But at the same time, dodging is not going to win against the Twins because you can't dodge magic. So that's kind of a it's kind of a back and forth. So on mobile, I would probably never recommend using Elmir as a main tank. But you know, he's okay. He needs a lot of investment for that to happen. But yeah, probably wouldn't recommend it to new players. Not to new players. On Facebook, different story with the dodge energy change. You may be able to get away with it. You may not. I'm not sure. I certainly would not make Elmir a dodge hero on defense. I would only make him a dodge hero on offense. So let's talk about other teams to go with Elmir. So as far as tanks are concerned, you have a lot of options here. You could easily use a tank that disappears like Luther. Luther jumps away, leaving Elmir in the second position, potentially able to dodge a couple of hits. You could use a tank like Ziri that burrows under the ground for part of the fight, allowing your your Elmir and his clones to absorb a little bit of hits for the rest of your team. But I think the best tank is Cleaver. The best tank for Elmir is Cleaver, and if you don't have Cleaver, then you could probably get away with Galahad. Probably get away with Galahad just fine. But we're going to leave Cleaver in here because I think he's the best tank for Elmir teams. And the team that I'm building on mobile currently involves Elmir and Dorian and Astrid and Lucas and some combination of Nebula in there. Okay. I like Ching Mao in there. Okay. Whenever Elmir jumps to the back, you can use Ching Mao. Right. And I also like the idea of using Daredevil. Where's my Daredevil? Here we go. I also like Daredevil. Now, Daredevil, I'm going to have a team video separate for Daredevil, but Daredevil's nice because when Elmir jumps behind Daredevil, it procs her blue ability, and the blue ability on mobile is different than Facebook, so I'm not going to go into it too much there, but this team works better on mobile than it does on Facebook. This is a very strong team. I think another good candidate would be if you don't like Astrid and Lucas, you could always go with Sebastian. Sebastian will greatly increase the critical hit of your Daredevil. Overall, a nice little lineup here. But whenever Elmir jumps behind Daredevil in the 4th position, you have you have the possibility of some of the clones not ending up behind Daredevil, and you want enemies attacking behind Daredevil for her fire support ability. So this is another really strong team. This is probably one of the better teams on mobile. Either this one, or like I said, I've started to really like the Astro Lucas variant. I've really started to like that one, and throwing in, you can use Daredevil on this one, but I think I like Nebula here a lot. I just some reason I like this lineup. Whenever Elmir jumps to the back, your Nebula is boosting Cleaver, keeping debuffs off of Cleaver, keeping Cleaver a little bit topped off, giving a nice little attack bonus to Cleaver. Also, providing the attack bonus to Astro and Lucas. This is more of a single target damage build. Very strong, tearing into high armor enemy tanks. And if you have the option to maybe pull a squishy backline hero forward with Cleaver, then Astrid and Lucas will start stunning that hero instead. And between Elmir and Astrid and Lucas's very high armor penetration, especially on mobile, you're going to take down the enemy tank pretty fast. So again, not the best team discussion video that I've had, but I think the differences, and we're going to start seeing more and more differences between mobile and Facebook. We may need to start creating separate video series for both. You've already seen it with my Heidi video. My Heidi tier list discussion video, I did one for Facebook and one for mobile. I am planning on doing a Daredevil tier list video this month because she's one of the heroes of the month, and because of that I'll probably have a Daredevil Facebook video and a Daredevil mobile video. But this is just a couple of good team ideas to play with on Facebook. On Facebook, you might consider doing some kind of dodge tank. So you could do something like this. You could use Aurora, and you could go with I don't know, you could use Lian in the back to help counter some AoE. Maybe even use Marcus to kind of push him back a little bit, to provide a little bit more health, and Sebastian for a little bit more protection. So here's an idea for a nice dodge team on Facebook. I use a similar team to this on my new Facebook account with Yasmin. Okay, and in fact, you could probably get away with using Yasmin here. Pushes Elmir even further back, which is kind of wonky. But Elmir providing armor penetration to Yasmin would be quite beneficial for when Yasmin does her low armor penetration attacks. But the reason why this could be beneficial, a team like this, is using the pet Kane. And every time you have a hero on your team that dodges when Kane is your team pet, he gets powered up a little bit. He can throw a little bit of shurikens at the enemy for some bonus damage. So fun little idea there. But yeah, a lot of ways to build Elmir. I wouldn't consider him a top tier damage dealer, but he's one of my favorite heroes aesthetically. I feel like I say that about every single hero. But let me know in the comment section down below what teams you like to use with Elmir. Again, like I mentioned on mobile, I'm probably going to stick something with this team. Something like this team on my mobile account. If not this, then popping in Daredevil instead. Something like this, because Daredevil is just so cool on mobile. I don't know. Something like this maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Let's wrap the video up here. Look for those Daredevil tier list videos soon. I'm also going to do a Satori and Ju video as well. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.